Today on the PE Express podcast, I'll share a few tips on how I introduce literacy into the physical education setting.
Welcome to the PE Express podcast. 2 to 3 times a week, a PE expert will share a tip, activity idea, or teaching strategy to help you become a better PE professional. Today's host is Chris Nichols. Chris has been a physical education teacher for 23 years and is the 2018 Texas AFERD Elementary Physical Education Teacher of the Year.
This is a big event at our campus and involves lots of planning, not only with fellow colleagues, but with the whole staff. It starts with selecting a book that we will use for the whole year. We call it One School, One Book. Last year's book was How to Eat Fried Worms by Thomas Rockwell. This year's book was Wild Robot by Peter Brown. Each one of these selections was selected by the librarian to tie into our One School, One Book theme. We would read the book, not only in the classroom, but I would read some passages in the physical education setting, and we would tie in activities to that book. Each year, at the end of the book, the students would be allowed to choose a selection from that book that I would do as a challenge. The first year, of course, How to Eat Fried Worms didn't work out so well for me because I was eating fried worms at the end of the One School, One Book. This year, I thought it would be much better activity. With Wild Robot, I thought, what can possibly be the challenge this year? The librarian gave the students 3 choices. I could dress like a robot for the day, I could make animal noises all day, or I could eat a meal fit for a gosling. And of course, you know what the students selected. And once again, this year, just last week, I was consuming crickets along with seaweed. We do crazy things as physical education teachers, but remember, anytime we can support fellow colleagues, especially when it comes to literacy, it's a great thing. Remember, reading is for the mind what exercise is for the body.
If you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to connect with Chris on Twitter at CNicholsPE. This session of the PE Express podcast has come to an end. Don't forget to subscribe to the PE Express podcast for more tips, activity ideas, and strategies to help you become a better PE professional. We'll see you soon, right here on the PE Express podcast, powered by Gopher, your resource for all things physical education.